Welcome back, friends. We're featuring Israel and Israeli foods. I lived in Israel for 6 years. I ate everything. You better believe it. It was a fantastic time in my life. A lot of learning, a lot of growth, a lot of inspiration, things I take with me to this very day. And one of those things was the food. The food was outstanding all of the time. I loved living in Israel. I had a falafel every week. Falafel Gadol, the Falafel Gadol shop in the old city. Before the old city became a food court, I lived there and had falafel, pizza, you name it. Shawarma, which we're going to get to today. You'll see the shawarma. But Israel is so deep, it's so rich, it's so amazing. I had a rabbi once who gave the illustration. He said, there are people walking the streets and their entire Israel trip is about, did you get the olive oil, Seymour? Did you get the olive oil we came for? It's like, you came to Israel for olive oil? Come on! Yeah, the olive oil is amazing. Of course you come here to get olive oil, but that's not the point of going to Israel. The beaches aren't the point either, and the nightlife is not the point. The point is the holiness. Israel's a place of holiness. You can tap into the deepest levels of holiness and spirituality. And that's what the Jewish people are all about. Bringing this holiness and spirituality to the entire world. And it stems from Israel. Our entire prayer service talks about Israel, talks about Jerusalem specifically. About the service of the Kohanim, the priestly nation, about redemption, which comes from Zion, Zion, which is Yerushalayim. The Jewish people are all about Israel and all about Jerusalem, all about everywhere in Israel. Israel is the place of the Jewish people. There are people who say otherwise. They don't know what they're talking about. It's plain and simple. The Jewish people have been talking about and yearning for Jerusalem and Israel for a millennium. Since our inception as a nation, we came out of Egypt to go to Israel. You better believe it. That's our place. It's our home. It's magnificent. It's spectacular. And it's filled with holiness, spirituality that we are supposed to take and infuse into us, inject into us, and bring it out to the entire world. That's the point of Israel and Jerusalem. You know, my time in Jerusalem was the foundation for everything I've done since. That time of introspection, learning, growth, inspiration, and infusion of holiness. When I was there, that's what I try to bring out to the entire world. When people come to my home for Shabbos, and I hope all of you can join me soon. When people come from my home from Shabbos, it's like walking into Israel. It's like walking into Jerusalem. It's like walking into my home in the old city of Jerusalem and experiencing what Israel is really all about. We're the people of the book, people of the word, Hashem's people, God's people. We're here to bring holiness and spirituality to the entire world, and that's what Israel really represents more than anything else. There's no question the olive oil is good, and the beaches are great, and the nightlife is amazing, and the people and the food, of course, is awesome. But when it comes down to it, Israel is about holiness and spirituality. It's about the Jewish people. It's our homeland. Let's get back there. Let's take it and bring it with us into everything we do in our lives. If you haven't been yet, please go visit. If you've been there 50 million times, get back there. Let's go. I'm making my own hummus. Why not? It's delicious. It's fairly simple as well. I'm going to make my own hummus. The first thing I'm going to do is going to get my chickpeas. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to rinse them. All the recipes are down below in the description box. I'm going to add some water to this pot with the chickpeas in it. Add some salt as well. I'm going to add a little bit of baking soda, a little bit of garlic. Maybe not a little bit, maybe a lot. Haha. Make it really delicious. Now we're going to boil these for about 45 minutes or so. Now that the chickpeas are boiled, we're going to put them in the blender, add a little more salt, add some olive oil, and squeeze a little lemon in there. I'm going to blend them up. Let's go, blender, blend. Now look at this beautiful hummus. Look at that in there. It looks all creamy and nice. I'm going to add the hummus to a plate. I like to put some za'atar and smoked paprika on olive oil. Doesn't it look fantastic? Great. One of my favorite Israeli dishes is kruv adom. Kruv adom, red cabbage salad. Fantastic. I love it. I always put it in my shawarma. I always put it in my falafel. I have it as a side dish. You can use it many ways. It's really great. Here's how you make it. Take your red cabbage and chop it up fairly fine. Add salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a nice amount of mayo, and add your scallions. You can add a little sugar too if you like. And that is it. Mix it up really well. And here you've got kruv adom, Israeli red cabbage salad. I'm not the biggest cucumber fan. I do love tomatoes, but there's nothing more iconic on the table than an Israeli salad made from cucumbers and tomatoes. So we're going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a try again, homemade style. Let's go. This is a simple salad. Dice up your cucumber, dice up your tomato, put them in a bowl. Mix them up with some salt, pepper, the squeeze of a half a lemon, and a splash of vinegar. And there it is. It's delicious. The mandolin's a great tool, but it's sharp. Wear those gloves with it. Here, I'm getting my French fries prepped. I've got russet potatoes. I want really crispy fries, so I'm cutting them thin. I'm leaving the skin on. That's Israeli style. The falafel joint that I used to go to every week when I was a yeshiva student learning in Israel always left the skins on those potatoes, and they were fantastic. The potatoes are ready. I'm putting them into oil. This is all oil, and I'm going to boil them in the oil. When they come out of the oil, I'm just going to add salt. That's it. Salty, crispy, thin, amazing French fries. Let's build an authentic Israeli dinner. I've got hummus. Oh, it looks terrific. It's creamy and special. I've got the kruv adom. Really a wonderful dish. The Israeli salad, of course. The pickles, olives, spicy peppers, some schug. That's some spicy stuff right there. Some amba, mango sauce, also delicious. Got my shawarma. Oh, look at this shawarma. Check out my shawarma making video. You'll love it. And you can make it at home. Cut it down just like they do in the shawarma shops all around the world. My Laffa right here. Putting it all together. This is magnificent. You have to do this with the family. It's an event all by itself. Wow, wow, wow. Look at these incredible dishes. Fantastic stuff here. All that amazing Israeli food. It brought me back to my time in Israel. Some of the best years of my life. And those flavors come together and remind me of those incredible times. And its deliciousness is permeating everywhere. Let's go! Thanks for joining in today. Make sure you check out all of the Israeli dishes and all of my other episodes. Really great stuff that you can easily make at home. Come back soon for more incredible, delicious content here on The Rabbi Cooks. Thank you very much. If there's ever a dish you want me to make, let me know in the comments. What would you like to see me make? Who would you like to see me speak to? Maybe you want to be featured on The Rabbi Cooks. Reach out and let me know. So please share and like and eat delicious food with amazing people while discussing incredible ideas.